Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against AsuRob. He's the Allied commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. May 23rd, 42. The front lines are more or less stable. I still try to catch all the British hold bases between Burma and the Calcutta area. That is my number one concern. And we have night bombardments over Calcutta, but I have here a lot of flak. So it's a little costly for the Allies to do this. Possible, but they will pay with damage or destroy the aircraft. Madras had some small ships, harbor defense equipment. Ships of so low value that my torpedo bombers never will start any attack one. There are some enemy warhawks over Suva. I sweep them with my M5. No big deal. I try to bomb the retreating British, but my bombers are coming too low and British flag is really terribly strong. So I lose here a lot of aircraft because I come at 7,000 and not at 10,000. That is already a big difference for flag. So maybe up to 10 Bettys lost by flag damage. Bettys are simply paper thin. They have the range, but they don't have any durability. Sally is similar. Helen's of course a little more tough. So that was a costly day for me. Let's see how the Helens survive. Much better. Now Australia. Ground attacks. Some B-17s and low level attack. I can also kill allied aircraft with my flak guns. Simply not so easy for me. So the amount of aircraft are flying is maybe from the Allied side already greater than from the Japanese. And especially after this disaster at Calcutta with my ground attack air force, I have to recover maybe 3 or 4 days for this. But I also have the issue that I barely can keep up with the supply demand of my army. So feeding air war with additional supplies is really not so easy. Good, the next battle north of Xi'an. No victory on my side, but the casualties are for the Chinese much higher. So I take it easy, I don't really have to push this area much faster. Sooner or later I will take Lanzhou, but I have time. Bombardment at Changsha. Testing the waters. Wow. I have more AV, but the enemy have of course the urban light defense terrain. So build up some bases. Would be a normal standard turn if I lost not a dozen of bombers west of Calcutta against British flag. This is the only big highlight of the turn, I would say. And this can happen, but of course it's always painful. So I lost a dozen, yeah, 2-5. Not terrible, but not good. So 6 Sallies and 6 Bettys, all damaged or lost by flak. And the Allies lost also a lot of stuff by flak, or one Warhawk killed, and the other one is maybe damaged. Unluckily, all these flak kills are also killed pilots. It can happen. No sinking sound, no lost ship. Situation China is okay. I try to get rid of this Chinese Central Army and push maybe in the future also to take Lanzhou. This is the last 3 important cities for industry, but I control already enough resources that I don't really need this Chinese resources. I also trapped this Chinese army in Changsha. I try to close the northern area and then I can maybe attack. And I have to take this last city here for some resources and light industry. Then there's also no Chinese port city left. Here there was this really not so good because there's a lot of guns. That guy had no guns if I attack him, but I choose this one and I don't realize I came too low. Allied ground troops, at least you need a height or altitude of 10,000. Now I lost here a lot of 5 pilots lost here, 6 pilots lost here. I have enough airframes to fill this up again, that is not a problem. I have also enough pilots, so don't worry about this. I have here well-trained pilots, all 70, 70, 70. So I have here 244 ready army pilots. I can anytime feed into this meat grinder. I don't need so many, but it's okay. The Navy pilots is the other issue, because there you can see it's already red. I never have enough Navy pilots. Even with this mod, I have not enough to feed them. I have some Navy pilots in backup, but they are not all so well trained. So you can see only maybe 10, 20 are ready for ground attacks. Not that I really focus on ground attacks with my Navy bombers. Ceylon looks fine. I try to shift everything to the east and try to strike there. Still trying to also to catch up with the retreating British forces and in the long run also take all these bases east of Calcutta. Nothing else about Dutch East Indies. Nothing. Now Australia is a mess. I push north, counterattack. Now there are forces behind my line. I have the southern army, I have the northern army. I have not enough supplies, and I don't have enough troops to really handle all of this many Australian smaller forces. Same situation at Darwin. If I can catch the Australians, I often win, but they are more mobile, and I have not the supplies to operate here any real army bombers, ground attack aircraft. At least also the Australians are not strong enough to strike me. This is only airport 1 cannot. I have the airport, but I don't have the supplies. And this is, I think, everything to say. Suva is also stalemate. No one really care for this area up to now. We have too much else. Ceylon, Fiji, East Australia, North Australia, China. So everywhere there's action. Good, see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.